Why it's a Geordie Ninja. I'm just sitting in the gym. The gym's nice and quiet at the moment. I've just finished some private classes, ate some food. Waiting for some of the another private class. Then we've got group classes on this evening. We've got group classes right way up till the 22nd of December. I know at this time of year it tends to drop off a little bit. People tend to like not want to train. Lots of things comes up, Christmas parties, things like that. But saying that, a lot of people will drop off in December, but then inbox you to train over Christmas. Nowadays, I take Christmas and New Year off because I've spent years sitting in the gym waiting for classes to come that don't turn up. They're too hungover or about to be hungover or just got other things on, but they'll book a class and then not come in for it. Then you have to argue over that you owe the class because I've been sitting in a cold gym because no one being in it over Christmas and New Year. So I just don't do it now. I take 2 weeks off just for my body to recuperate. I enjoy Christmas and enjoy New Year, and I try not to think about the gym heavily. I just try to let things tick over, let things heal. But it's quite annoying that people will always assume that you're just going to be there for them in the time that they want you to, even though you're there for them all year round. Not of There's very rarely that we're off. If I'm ill, I'll try and come in. Sometimes I can't because I'm so ill. But in that case, I have to normally work till I fall over, then get back up, then work again till you fall over, then get back up. Because you feel like, even though I'm self-employed, as a sense, I'm actually employed by the gym. Most of the group classes I take, a lot of the private classes I take. So in that sense, if I'm not here, those don't work. I have other instructors that'll look after classes if I'm not well, but you can't do that on a regular basis in a sense because sometimes you sort of the success of your training and how you teach sometimes can also be your downfall. People tend not to want to train with somebody else. It's a backhanded flattery in a sense, but it still makes a point where you end up just having to be here all the time for classes, which I love teaching, but a bit like everything else, you go in and out of love it. Sometimes when you're sore and injured, you don't want to teach. You can't teach in the same fashion. You get frustrated, and that's hard. But I think it's odd that people always want you when they literally want you at that timing. If you can't provide that service at that point, they'll just go somewhere. I found the lack of loyalty in some cases is quite eye-opening, where you try to give 100% to your students and try to help them as best you can, and sometimes it's really just not returned in a sense. I'm quite a soft-hearted person, so is Kerry. So when people sort of use you, I think it really hurts. It hurts on a personal level, even though everyone considers it a professional level. I think the difference is we try to give 100% to everyone that trains. We worry about them, not just in the physical sense of what they're training, but how they are personally. We'll get worried if they're not in they're not well, or they've injured themselves. You try to keep them motivated, you try and keep in touch with them just to see that they're all right. There's no financial gain in that sense. I'm not looking at this to make a financial, I need to have you back training to earn money off you. If you look at the personal side of people, the money comes anyway. The problem being with that, you invest in people that sometimes don't invest the same amount in you, which I find that always difficult. Kerry says it quite a lot, and it's just like, why would they do that? Because Kerry has a standard, I have a standard that we think people will sort of live up to. We always try to live up to other people's expectations. In a sense, as we want to provide a good service that helps people. Only problem is sometimes we'll overhelp people and they don't appreciate what we do for them. We struggle with how they feel and they don't struggle at all about us. So it is odd. So we've still got classes on for the next up till next Wednesday. So people are more than welcome to come in. But after next Wednesday, I'm not going to probably answer many texts during Christmas and New Year. And I'll see a lot of people in the start of January, but that's fine. But I'm going to have downtime because we deserve it. We work very hard, Kerry, the girls, all the coaches will work very hard throughout the year and would deserve the time off, right? Why I?